it's Karen. I have made it to Minnesota and all of our stuff has arrived too. That was a whole drama that I won't bore you with. But anyway, so everything's here and back set up again and able to do videos. But I just thought I would really quickly talk about the little display boards that we have that we show in our booth and stuff. Some of you guys have probably seen these either. Like we were just at Paper Ganza, and so we had these up in the booth. Or, you know, I usually have them on the cruise. So when I do in-person events, I'll take these, you know, so people can kind of see all of our animal sets and charm sets and things like this. And people have been wanting to make them, which, you know, it is really a nice thing because they store, you know, pretty easily. And, well, but then, you know, so you can just look through them like a little book, you know, get your inspiration for the die sets that you own. Or you can stretch it all the way out, you know, look at them all at one time. Yes, so here's the one for the charms. These are getting pretty long. Like I'm probably gonna just do charm 1 and charm 2. I don't know if I'm gonna keep going with the same one forever, but right now it's fun. It's fun to do these, and I just label them with Label Maker. All right, so people have asked, what are the dimensions? How do you make these? So what I do is I start with a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Heavy's good. You know, if you've got 100 pound, that'd be great. So you put it in your scoring board so that you can score, you know, the long side's across here, but you're scoring basically across the short side. And you can do that at 5 inches and at 10 inches. So I'm going to go 5 inches. Technically, if you like to fold towards the bump, you should flip it over when you go to 10 because you're accordion folding this, right? Okay, so 5 and 10, fold towards the bump. Here's my 5. Here's my 10. Okay, and now I've got my page set started where I can do 4 circles. Or if you want to do front and back, you could, you know, do on the back as well. Then you just make more of those, right? And then you're just going to use that tab to connect it as you go. So you just go as many pages as you want. And what I do is, like, if we have a new release and we have a new charm set or something like that, we'll just add another page set to it. So, you know, you can see there's the latest page set that was added to add those new fishing lure charms and the movie night charms to our charm set. So anyway, so that's how you would make the structure of the accordion. And then for decorating it, I mean, obviously you can do whatever you want, but what we do is use the crosshatch circle. So the crosshatch circle set, the largest circle is a good size to fit, you know, where you can fit 2 of them on there. Top and bottom. And then, you know, you can either do just the circle, or like I showed a couple ideas here, like, you know, on a lot of them we'll just add a little scrap of some other, you know, pattern paper or color or something. Or maybe we just go one size down and do it as a 2-tone. So let me kind of show you some of those. So here's just doing it, you know, just with one color. But then maybe on some of them you're going to get kind of creative with the stripes, you know, and the different colors. And, you know, it just depends what you want to do on that. But yeah, so the stripe across the middle or the inset other color is probably the thing I do on most of them. But it just kind of depends on the set, how many pieces are in it. You know, can I just barely fit it on there? For labeling, just a label maker, or you could do it on the computer and just print them out, or you could write it if you have really good handwriting. All right, so that's how those are done. Then if you want to do one for your borders and trims, you know, the set that's really good for this is this crosshatch rectangles and labels crosshatch, because it has that big almost 5x7 rectangle, so that's really just perfect to hold all the border sets on there. And then again, I'm going to do 8.5 by 11 cardstock, but this time you're going to score it 1 inch just on one of the long sides, and then you can just keep adding pages to it as you get more border sets. You know, as you see, I'm ready for my next 2 here. But yeah, so anyway, they're fun. They're a fun little way to kind of keep track of the dies you have and have that sort of color sample, you know, to give you some ideas, or even just the styling, you know, to remind yourself, you know, the stenciling and things like that, or how the pieces go together. So they can be really helpful for that. All right, y'all. So that's all I got. That's all I got for this one. All right, bye.